La 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 la.
I'm very excited to have all three members of BRUISE Violet with me in the new home of Back to the City in the duplex. This is my third opportunity to interview Danielle, second to interview Emily, and first to interview Bella. 3, 2, 1. So, which is not where the record release is. It's not at 321. It's in fact at the 7th Street entry, different number, and it's on Friday.
Yes.
Which is the 7th.
Yes.
We're going to talk mainly about that show, and we're going to take a journey through the new EP, think about how it relates to Survival of the Prettiest, which is of course the first EP, well loved. One of the lyrics in that first one, I'm on deaf ears again in Wasted, but BRUISE Violet of course are very much not falling on deaf ears, so we're all waiting with bated breath and open ears I can do bad puns too. Emily promised that her contribution to this interview would be bad jokes, so I thought I'd give her a run for her money. Speaking of money, it costs $5, I believe, to go to the show on Friday. And also on the bill, speaking of the three of you, each of you got to select one of the opening acts. Okay, so who did you each select?
I chose Joe Davis and the Poetic Diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
I met Joe Davis through a program at my high school called the Black Box, and it's basically a social justice theater where all of the students write the original plays.
Yeah.
As I said, Joe, I met him through there. He's a guest artist, and he's a poet, but I didn't know until like recently that he was a musician.
Yeah.
So we hooked up, and that was that, and it was cool.
Yeah, now you got to play a show together.
Yeah, for sure.
So the two of you are at high school, yeah, and studying musical theatre. Is that correct? Is that one of the things that you?
Well, I do musical theatre. We both do theatre.
Yeah.
Both do theatre.
Okay. And Danielle, you have a background in musical theatre.
Yeah, I went to
too.
St. Paul Conservatory for high school and studied musical theatre.
You studied musical theatre back at high school,
intensely.
and you guys are at high school and do musical theatre. Yeah. Hence, one of the slogans for the band, Broadway meets Bikini Kill.
I hate your guts.
Again, numbers, 3 parts to the harmonies, 4 chords to the song. That's a new slogan you can have if you would like.
Thank you, Simon.
You're very welcome. So, how did you come across the idea of Broadway meets Bikini Kill? Not just the phrase, but also the idea of combining those components of musical theatre with these components of like punk rock.
Well, I think it was just a thing where like, I just remember in high school especially, we just, in my musical theater track, would just constantly harmonize with each other, which looking back to it was very obnoxious. But that's how I sort of got my ear for harmonies, and me and Emily were in a ska band together, and so was still our first bassist, and I think we would just harmonize with each other just like to do it, because they in the other band would harmonize with each other anyway, just like 2-part harmonies. But then I think when we decided to be just our little separate band, we just were like, we should do this. This seems fun. Like, it's a challenge, I guess we could, and then like do it on top of punk, because I think people think that punk music is really simple.
Yep. And not melodic.
Yeah, not melodic. Like, so we really combined the aspects of like really melodic, pretty harmonies and melodies with like the rough and tumble of punk music.
Yeah, resulting in sugar spice and a kick in the teeth to get all the slogans.
Yeah.
I think for me it's just as simple as just 2 things I like. Like I like punk music and I like harmonies and melodies. So it just seemed natural that they go together. Like I don't understand why it wouldn't.
And what happens then when we do put those things together? It's been an interesting kind of chemistry experiment, I suppose, in terms of the songwriting. have different things happen than you might have expected, and in terms of the response and in terms of live performance. It's you put these things that we like together, but then there's something happen that you wouldn't have anticipated.
The one thing I love live is for Colorado Saturday, we do a very dissonant or discordant harmony.
Mm-hmm.
And we just see the look on people's faces being really uncomfortable. They're just like, is this supposed to be happening? That's the whole point. It's supposed to have that like really like, gross like sound and
Can we recreate that?
yeah. Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer.
I honestly feel like it feels natural to me. Like I feel like
Yeah.
all the music I listen to is melodic and
Yeah.
heavy at the same time. Like
Mm.
I feel like things need balance in a
Yeah.
way. So I'm not gonna say I have trouble listening to things that are like just purely one way or purely the other.
Yeah.
But I get bored listening to just like something that's like ooh.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
I get too overwhelmed when it's like there's no melody. Like I just feel like I have nothing to grasp onto. So
Mhm.
I feel like why shouldn't there be a balance?
Yeah, absolutely. It's often things that might seem to be opposite and therefore incompatible turn out to be complementary and create the the right kind of effect.
It's like adding salt to a cookie to make it taste sweeter.
I think that might be the salt to the pineapple, because that
Yeah.
actually does make it sweeter.
I didn't know that.
You know.
The more you know.
It's
People
exactly-
do that to cookies.
I guess so.
So
I didn't know that.
You add 2 teaspoons of salt. Have you ever had like a cookie and like
Well,
you taste a tiny bit of salt? You're like, is that salt? And it's like,
So not just jokes, but culinary advice.
I make a damn good grilled cheese and stir fry.
You do. I could attest to that.
So when you're
Ask Lily.
when you're not making jokes or stir fry or songs, including the one that we just were talking about and doing a little sample of, what selection are you making for a band to play at the record release?
That was, wow, okay.
She wasn't prepared.
Sass is also going to be playing with us. That was a very weird way to answer the question.
You choose
I
Sass.
chose Sass. I don't have an elaborate reasoning.
Yeah.
I like
And you enjoy them. I enjoy them too. I'm glad I enjoy your choice of Sass. I'm sure Danielle did too, because
Yeah.
then I was kind of joking earlier that she gets 2 choices.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she. I mean, had you heard Joe Davis before? No. Have you heard Joe Davis yet?
It's gonna be a nice surprise.
Yeah, it is going to be a nice surprise.
On the net, and I heard one song a while ago.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say that I'm the expert on Joe Davis, but I have heard
You have a
one
very
song.
authoritative
So-
voice. There's a lot of things happen to Emily's voice. I don't know whether this is common knowledge, but sometimes, or at least on one occasion, she slipped into becoming Scottish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is that out?
I wish.
So when did Emily become Scottish? For a very brief period, Emily became Scottish.
So when we were recording Survival of the Prettiest back in 2015,
Mhm.
yeah, we were going in to do finishing touches, and Emily had to re-record the last chorus of Wasted, which is like pretty high in her register. And she's like, I'm not warmed up, but I'll do it anyway. So then she started recording, and she was like, I fucked it up again. I'm out of luck again. Wasted. And like me and Bella and the guy who recorded his Trent were all just kind of looking at each other like, what's going on there? Like, are you okay? She's like, I'm just not warmed up. So then she did that for many, many tries. Like it took a while.
You kept
for
on
that.
slipping into Scotland.
Yeah, she kept being Scottish for like we just kept looking at each other like, how?
That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah. So I wish that Trent still had those like stems so that we could like show the example.
So, and that was from Black Box, which is the name of the school. Would you and Joe know each other through Black Box?
Black Box Theater.
Black Box Theatre.
Yeah.
So from Black Box Theatre to Black Hall Recording, that's where you recorded...
Blank Wall.
Black Wall.
Blank.
Blank Wall.
Yeah, blank
Okay.
wall. Yeah.
Okay, not as good a say as I
Yeah.
thought. Blank Wall Recording. And on the blank wall, suddenly we're getting an image of, and it's no longer blank wall. The canvas is now depicting Survival of the Prettiest.
Yeah.
So that's where you track that. And you were just talking, if you wish that you still had access to the stems. Now, recording the new EP, Trophy Wife, you did that somewhere else with someone different. And speaking of like being able to access not the stems, but there was something quite different, wasn't there? So,
Absolutely.
so can you explain what was different? Why is it even harder, perhaps,
Yeah.
to access earlier recordings?
Yeah, so we recorded with
Earlier
Mike
takes.
Waha from The Blind Shake.
It must have been
and-
exciting.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I really The Blind Shake was one of my favorite local bands for a very long time. And like even Mike did the sound for our first headlining show ever. And I was really nervous.
Which venue?
It was Tiny's.
Yeah, oh, nice. Yeah.
We got stopped because we were too loud, and the knitting group was like, "You're too loud."
The knitting group.
Yeah, there was a knitting group upstairs and we had to stop.
Sometimes the contrasts don't end up creating harmony. Knitting group
Yeah.
and Bruised Violet.
I was part of a knitting group, and I would
Oh.
be fine with things being too loud. But
Just
I
not
guess
this particular one.
These people didn't appreciate it.
But yeah, we at the end of the show I went up to him and I was like, I like your band. And I just ran out because I was like 17 or 18. I was just so scared. I was like, cool musician. And then he became friends with my mom, to be honest. And then my mom was the one who was kind of like, you guys need new material. And just like booked a studio time. I'm like, hey, thanks for doing this.
The cool musician became friends with the cool mum. By
Yeah,
the sounds
exactly.
of things.
And then so what happened is we recorded through an 8-track.
So that's what you just did
Yeah,
with Trophy Wife.
Trophy Wife,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was like recorded straight to tape. So there was no technology happening there.
Yeah.
It was just a soundboard and the tape recorder. So if you had a take, but you weren't too happy with it and you wanted to re-record it, and you didn't like your new take and you wanted your old take back, too bad, it's gone forever.
Whereas if you're like doing digital recording, like even as we're recording this interview, like you know, I can take bits of like from this mic, I can turn that mic off, so there's all, and
Yeah.
I can shift stuff around, but so it wasn't, there was no digital component
Nothing
to the
digital.
recording.
He would burn it to CD, and then we would have to see how the levels sound. We'd have to go to my car and sit in my car and listen to it, and then be like, this is good. And then he burn several copies too, being like, this is the one with the boosted vocals. This is the one where Bella's brought up. This is the one where Bella's brought down. And then
Yeah.
we would have to listen to the song 3 separate times with little differences and be like, we like number 2 the best. And then he would circle that, and he just
Yeah.
at the end of the thing just had a pile of CDs that this big and mess ups.
Mess ups and
solid
yeah.
ones. So it was a very interesting experience.
Would you do it again? Will you record other music in that manner, do you think?
I like that.
I think,
I like the sound.
yeah, it sounds really cool.
Because you also get because you literally can't delete certain parts, you get cool little blurbs of weird stuff. I don't know how to explain it. Normally you delete talking at the beginning or
Yeah.
laughing at the end, but here you can't really do that, so it's something that's actually have someone laughing really quietly in the background when they get back. and
I
stuff.
was a sickly child.
Yeah, that was definitely at the beginning of Nightmare.
Yeah. I like
we were
it.
recording, and Emily was talking about how she can't take any more sick days because when she was a kid, she was sick all the time. And then and then we started recording, and then Emily's like, I really like that, and we need to keep that. And I was like, okay.
Or there's a couple where you just at the end of the song you hear someone laugh.
It's
It's
me.
it's always
Because the thing was, we end the EP with the me screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
And then I can't not laugh when I scream because I feel so ridiculous doing it, just being like. Because the thing with that song too was that we wrote it, but I was like, something's missing. I don't want to know. It's called.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was missing, and then
You wanted to know.
Yeah, I wanted to know that. That's the whole. Well, the whole thing was me and Emily started that song, writing it together, and then we had no words except for the chorus was "I don't want to know," and they were like, "Ho ho, what don't I want to know?" And then I wrote the lyrics, and then by the end, I was like, okay, I think I know what's missing here. And then we ran in, and then I just screeched at the top of my lungs, and we ended, and I was like, yep, that's it.
Feel like I'm trapped, feel like a rat, feel like I'm going insane. You're toxic, words flowing through my brain. Who have I even become?
If you listen very closely to that one, you can hear at the end Mike saying, "That's a wrap."
He knew that was the right scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the right take and the right
we
scream.
recorded too, so it was like, that's a rap. Like, it's literally a rap. That's the thing.
So
Nice.
I
The
really
whole-
like it when he says, I don't know, I like all those little talking things a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like them so
Well, it's
much,
human,
but I like
and
Yeah.
like the process is you often like with a digital recording. You know, it might sound perfect, but some of the humanity and some of the process is gone.
Yeah.
And I love so it's recorded to tape, and then you were like using the CDs to determine what to go with.
Yeah.
But now it ends up on a nice pink tape.
Yeah.
I saw that we have this. Look what we have. You posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
So again, I like the sugar and the spice component is highlighted by how the tape looks,
Thank you.
and then the kick on then you put the tape in the player, and then it kicks in.
And the girl on the cover has blacked out eyes. She's a demon.
Ah,
I
yeah,
guess-
like in Nightmare, perhaps, like in the
Yeah.
song Nightmare.
Yeah, that song. Wow.